Hey, what is going on, everyone? I'm so glad you have took your time to spend with me right here today. I am your co-host of the Mick Rock and Bolt Wrestling Review Show, Mike Mick Rock Wilson, and last night was total non-stop action, live in Chicago, Illinois, TNA Impact Wrestling. Before I get to the show, what I really truly like right now is that if you go to the Impact Wrestling website, Aces and Eights have took over. And with that being said, they've done the same thing on last night's show. They had about roughly 4, 5, or 6 segments of the Aces and Eights with Bully Ray and the rest of the gang. When the show kicked off with Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez going to compete in a tag team championship match, Aces and Eights came out and attacked them. Also last night, in a tag team match, it was Gail Kim and Tara versus Velvet Sky and Mickie James. And with Tara Terrell as the referee, she has a little bit of tension going on with Gail Kim, and usually when a wrestler lays their hands on a referee, they usually get disqualified. But in this case, I like what's happening because it allows the other divas the push that they need to succeed. So I like that is not happening, and also that there's going to be some sort of continuing rivalry between Tara Terrell and Gail Kim, and I am actually interested into what's going to happen in this upcoming rivalry. Also last night, Robbie E went one-on-one with Robbie T. Need I say more? Where Rob Terry got the victory. Also last night, this was probably the best I've seen Hulk Hogan throughout TNA Impact Wrestling in his career. The way he sold the ultimate betrayal when Bully Ray betrayed him at Lockdown, and the way Hulk reacted to it was probably the best I've seen Hulk Hogan in years. He was more believable, he was more thrilling. If you were to look at it at a movie perspective, and I'm really interested now to see what Hulk Hogan is going to do weeks to come, now that Aces and Eights have took over the show. Also last night, Bad Influence. Christopher Daniels and Kazarian paid tribute to the ultimate disrespect showing of the Road Warriors. And what was really interesting was the attention to detail. Their makeup was so on the nose, and it was just it was genius on their part. Oh, what a rush, and all that stuff. And then James Storm came out and interrupted Bad Influence, and had a one-on-one match with Christopher Daniels, and got disqualified. Well, actually, no. Storm won the match, and then Cass came out and attacked him. So it was a 2-on-1 handicap match. Now, before that, AJ Styles said he was going to come out. He was no-show. But then, when he saw James Storm get attacked with a 2-on-1, out he come to make the odds even. But shortly after, he clotheslined James Storm. I'm liking this new AJ Styles because he's not giving us all the answers all at once, and I like that he's leaving the audience questioning what he's doing when he went inside the squared circle last night. So I'm really interested to see how all this plays out with AJ Styles. Also last night, again another segment where they ambush Kurt Angle. The Aces and Eights attack once again. This may not be the last time we've seen him, folks. Also last night, Joseph Parks came out. You know, he's a hometown hero in Chicago, Illinois. And his promo was interrupted by Matt Morgan. The only issue I have with this was that I would rather see Jeff Hardy come out and call out Matt Morgan because those two superstars have unfinished business. And the main event was Sting versus Austin Aries, the greatest man that ever lived, one half of the TNA Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And I do believe this was the first time they went ever one-on-one. And what I like about this was that there was no winner, because if Austin Aries lost to Sting, where does he go from there? Even though he's a tag team champion, I really hate to see someone win a match over one half of a tag team champions because he is a champion. So I like that he never got pinned during the match, and I also like that Aces and Eights came out and interrupted, because they too have a thing going on with Sting. And because of the lockdown match, with the lethal lockdown match, they wanted to at least get back at Sting for their win over the Aces and Eights. And then shortly after, when TNA went off the air, Hulk Hogan came out. He said firing them was too good, when Bully Ray kept mentioning if he was going to fire them. And when the cavalry came, most of the TNA Impact Wrestling wrestlers came out. Their attack on Aces and Eights failed, and I like that Aces and Eights really got over last night. They dominated the show last night. They owned it. They made it happen. They believed it. They done everything on that show last night, and right now they have took over. They literally took over the show last night. And that is my review of last night's TNA episode of Impact Wrestling. Hope you have a good day today, and have a good weekend, everyone. And get plenty of rest. And always do your best.